Hey there guys, welcome to my channel. This is Nayeli. For today's video, we are doing yet again another lip tint swatch slash review. And the brand we're trying out today is Mood Glowy Tint from Peripera. This one's pretty new. I saw it very recently on the Olive Young website. And today I'm going to be trying on the shades that I think are probably going to go a little bit better with my skin tone, which is something of a medium tan. I didn't want to purchase all of them and risk the chance of them absolutely not fitting with my skin tone, so I figured that I'd try at least half of them. So I purchased numbers 3, 5, and 6. I'm gonna go in ascending order. So this is what number 3 looks like outside of its packaging. Well, what I wanted to mention to you guys first of all is that the packaging of this is so beautiful. Just even the box is so nice. It's very sleek and shiny, and the font that says Mood is so pretty. I feel like the packaging fits the product super duper well. You know, it's kind of telling me that it's gonna give me like a dewy look, and everything about the packaging I'm obsessed with. So let's go ahead and open. Oh, sorry, this is not the one that I wanted to try out first. Let me actually open up. Start with number 3 first, which is Rose in Mine. Off of the packaging on its own, it seems to be a little bit more peachy. So let's go ahead and open this one up. Oh my goodness, you guys, I love this bottle. It is so beautiful. It's super aesthetically pleasing to the eye. It almost kind of looks like something from the 90s, like those like lip smacker lip balms. It's giving me those types of vibes. It's super duper pretty and sleek. I am already obsessed with it and I haven't even tried it on. This is what it looks like coming out of the bottle. It feels like kind of hard when it comes out of the bottle for some reason. This is what the swatch looks like. I already did a swatch and I already put a little bit on my lips. And surprisingly, it does have a good amount of pigment. It looks deeper than what I was expecting it to look like in real life. And it has a really cute scent too. I don't know why I'm really enjoying this experience. It's funny too because if you guys have watched any of my previous videos where I do lip product reviews, I've mentioned that I'm not the biggest fan of lip glosses, but that's literally what this line is, like a nice tinted lip gloss. And I don't know, I mean, so far I think I may be converting back into lip glosses. This specific one is just so beautiful. I'm like insanely impressed. With lip tints, part of the point is to spread it throughout your lips, but I'm not sure if this is what you're supposed to do with these. But let me show you guys a little closer up. It's definitely giving my lips a glossiness to them for sure, but it doesn't feel crazy sticky, if that makes sense. I feel like that's something that sometimes deters me from lip glosses. For example, like when you're talking, you can feel your top and bottom lips just kind of sticking to each other. It doesn't really feel that way, but you obviously, of course, feel like there's something on your lips. And I just think that this finish is like insanely beautiful. And I'm actually very surprised at how this ends up looking up on my skin. I really wasn't expecting, just off of the packaging alone, that it would be this color. I guess the more that I think about it, the more that it does look like a rose color. Yeah, I was definitely thinking it'd be way pinkier, but I can certainly see a lot of red tones in this as well. I'm kind of stunned. I was not expecting this at all. I am greatly surprised. I think the swatch of it is really beautiful as well. The formulation is like something I've never tried before. And you know, I mean, I don't normally wear lip glosses, so I don't have a whole lot to compare, but it feels very comfortable. It feels very light on your lips. It almost feels like you're not wearing anything, but at the same time you kind of do. I don't know, it's kind of hard to describe. Again, I'm not super familiar with lip glosses. I don't know if they're supposed to dry super quickly or not. I don't know what the norm is with lip glosses. This doesn't really feel like it's something that's gonna dry anytime soon. So if your intention is to wear a mask with this, I really don't think that this is gonna be the right product for you. Because as you guys may be able to see or not, it does definitely show up after I do a kiss test on my hand. So yeah, I think that this is just more something that you will want to wear without a mask, or you know, with those masks that kind of protrude out a little bit more so that it doesn't touch on the mask. But I really like this. I think I have fallen for lip glosses, and if not for lip glosses in general, at least for this brand. Okay, so now we are moving on to number 5, which is Cherry So What. Okay, so this definitely seems like it's gonna be a lot of a deeper color compared to the last one that we just tried. I think if anything, we shouldn't just go off of the packaging on its own. Okay, so this also looks like it's gonna be very deep. This is what it looks like coming out of the little bottle. Okay, so this is definitely a lot pinkier compared to the first one that we tried. This is number 3, and then this is number 5. So let's see what it looks like on my lips. I'm putting a lot on. Okay, this one is way deeper than the previous one. I think that this one will definitely show up in a lot of deeper skin tones. Even though this is the second one, I'm almost pretty sure this is probably going to be one of the deepest shades. I don't know what the lighting is doing. For some reason, it's making my skin look a lot brighter than what it is. I'm trying to put my hands here so that it can kind of bring everything back into the same color. Okay, this is more like it. I think I might need to keep my hands here. So I kind of feel like the camera isn't quite doing it enough justice. In real life, it is actually super duper pigmented. It is very deep. There's some pinkiness to it, but there's also a lot of red to it as well. It is very deep. It is very vampire vibes. So if you are someone who has a fairer skin tone, this one might surprise you, because it's even surprising me, and I'm kind of farther deeper into the spectrum. And if you have a deeper skin tone than mine, you will definitely get to appreciate this as well. So I'm really happy that this color exists. If I'm being totally honest though, I don't think that it's my color specifically. It's not necessarily what I like to gravitate towards. I purchased it in hopes that it would show up on my skin, and it definitely exceeded my expectations. Okay, so last but not least, we're gonna be trying on number 6, which is Plum Update. And it seems like it could be a mauve tone. Let's open it up. Oh my goodness, this is so pretty. Initially, I am very intrigued by this color, but at the same time, I'm the slightest bit worried whether it will look okay on my skin tone. 1, because it seems like it could be very light, and 2, these types of colors could be a hit or miss on my skin tone. So let's do a quick swatch. Oh, this is so pretty. I hope it looks okay on my skin. It's the last one down here. I don't know why it seems like this one picks up less of the product. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of feel like this looks very similar to the previous one. It also has a lot of pigment, so you will be covered there. Pretty much all skin tones, it will show up on your skin. So that's a huge plus for this one as well. Although it is a little bit pinkier, I feel like I don't see as much mauve in it. I feel like the more and more that I look at it in person, I can see more of those mauve-y undertones. But yeah, on camera it's just looking reddish pink. It is cute though. My mind just has trouble finding a huge difference between number 5 and number 6. As far as my recommendation is, if you're wanting something a little bit less red, more pinky, then probably go for number 5. Don't be afraid of the mauviness in it. If you are like me and you're afraid of cooler undertones, then I wouldn't worry about it with this one because it definitely shows up a lot pinkier. Pinky red, and number 5 is just more red than pink. Darker colors make my lips look a little bit smaller, so that's why when it comes to my own personal preference, I think my favorite was the very first one, number 3. And now knowing that the colors aren't as light as I was expecting, I'm kind of curious to try out more of them. But if you were interested in any of these specific 3 but were wondering if they would show up on your skin and you have a skin tone similar to mine, then I would say absolutely go for it. All of these showed up on my skin really well. If you have a deeper skin tone than mine, then I think the only one I'd say is a bit riskier would be number 3. Just because it is a lighter tone, I think that it will still show up on your skin even if you have a deeper skin tone. It just may not be as noticeable. Like at that point, it's just more of a lip gloss, which is fine. You know, a lot of people really enjoy lip glosses. But if you are looking for something with more pigment and you have a deeper skin tone, then for sure number 5 and number 6 are going to be your best bet. I think my favorite overall was number 3, Rose in Mine. It was super duper beautiful. I think it made my lips look a little bit fuller than the last 2. If you are fairer than me, then you will probably see even more of a color payoff than I did. I'm pretty much obsessed with it, and I think that I will get a lot of use out of this one. This one made me convert into lip glosses. And you know, even though these last 2 weren't absolutely my favorites, they are still very pretty. The formulation is incredibly beautiful. I think that it will transfer onto masks, so definitely be careful with that, but it just gives you such a beautiful dewy look on your lips. It almost gives them like more of a 3rd dimension. I mean, obviously we live in a 3D world, but almost makes them look a little bit more plump. Number 3, probably more so than the other 2. I guess it's kind of like a wet look as well without feeling too uncomfortable or sticky. Do I recommend these? 100% I do. I even want to try the shades that I was initially worried about. Let me know if you guys are interested in me trying those out. But yeah, as far as these 3, they were definitely a success. They show up on my skin. They look like a gloss. They're tints, so they will definitely stay on your skin for a long period of time, especially the last 2. I am impressed, obsessed, happy, excited for all of us that get to experience this. This was such a nice surprise. And you know, these are really not very expensive. At least on the Olive Young website, they were $10. One thing though about Olive Young, on their global site, you get free shipping if you spend more than $60, and that is kind of a steep price. But if there is more than one thing that you're wanting to purchase, or like in different shades, do that, or try to wait until everything adds up to $60 because shipping is pretty expensive on the Olive Young website. I mean, which is understandable. It's coming from the other side of the world, so it's understandable, but it's not always the cheapest option. Just something to bear in mind. But I'm really curious to know what you guys think. Let me know what shade you're interested in trying out, and if you're interested in seeing other colors from this line. I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!